Yo! Right, before we talk about By the Pound, another version of UK versus USA. Don't let the label you. Disaster versus Gemini. UK versus USA. Pay-per-view or VOD should be there. I'll have the link. Fire. It almost vintage Disaster and Gemini on form. I can't sell you anymore. It's going to be in the description. Great battle. By the pound. Let's fucking go.
You must not give in to these fantasies of weakness. Doubtless this is some charm laid on me by an evil shaman, evil sorcerer. Only the chase has meaning. It's meaning.
Keep running. Look, I'm in the outback where it's spooky. Wildcats still pursue me like owls do to the rats and the clouds do when I'm moody. Proud dads to Suzuki's, you backed out and amuse me. I'm God here from I tear your whole crown flat. From I'm in the outback with no neighbors, giant snakes in the gators. You feel fear in your veins ever since the moment you came in. Heat raises the stakes and baked meat is the fragrance. I reign here from a day to doubt that. From I'm in the outback with my chest out, I'm the best out. Who's next? Put you through the test, do to chew your neck out. When you eat through tube and bed bound, from I eat mountains for breakfast. Keep rounds in these
Yo, shout out to everybody out there who's watching this. Subscribe to his channel. He's doing big things. My man Cammy. It's your man Cass, aka Angry Fan Man. We up out of here, man.
What's good? Cammygbr, we are here. First of all, before we even... I know I had a little intro. I always have intros. Check out how sick my setup is becoming. Genuinely, I'm working on it. I promise I'm working on it. And I want to expand what I'm doing, pause, and just work on different things. So I promise I'm really trying. I'm really trying. I felt like I could be doing more, and now I'm trying to do more. So enjoy the ride, man. This next time is going to be very interesting. Now, by the pound, man. Summer Madness weekend. Oh, this is an entire movie. A whole movie. It's a whole movie this weekend. Some might say it starts on the Friday. Some might say that. It starts off with Gemini and Yizzy and the Graph performance. You know what? Hell fucking yeah. What a great way to start your weekend. If you're there on the Friday, pull up to that. There on Sunday, pull up to that. But we're here to talk about Saturday. By the pound. When I tell you there's a lot to say about this card, there's no lie to that. There is a lot to be said about By the Pound. Hey, well done, T-Top, man. And a first time to properly utilize UK versus USA. This is the actual use of the trend that was happening in something that deep down the UK and maybe even the US we've wanted for years. Actual years. And you think the UK is going to let what happened to Shotty Hotter? That ain't happening here. Ain't nobody gonna get killed, smack! Ain't nobody gonna get killed! Oh, it's so exciting. A lot of good battles on the card. Now, let's start off with I'm gutted, and I'm gutted that Quill's not on the card. I think Quill is almost the thesis of UK pride and battle rap. He was like holding the culture together at one point for like Don't Flop side of things, you know, bringing them back. I am the champion. I am the UK's finest. I am this. I am that. Like, and built his own storyline about bringing Don't Flop back and connecting all battle rap together. It was beautiful, right? So the fact that he's not on the card representing the UK after him and JC being announced. Oh, I was so sad. I was so sad. I seen that and went, oh my god, that's a great card. Oh my god, the trailer's down. And then we never got that back up. Ah. But I wonder, because Quill doesn't go down without a fight. I wonder if it's someone like him or even RX Southside after the beef with Justice and whatnot. I wonder if one of these guys are on this secret battle. Now let's talk about the secret battle. Fortunate enough, I'm not want to go tattletale on all of these things, anything like that. It's never my prerogative. But I'm fortunate enough to catch up with T-Top about little things of the card, and he says that his words, he's got something special. And I'm excited to see this. I know there was words, Jay the Nightwing could have been there, but then that got moved. There was lots of words of different things. It seems like T-Top's not playing. This is what it seems like. T-Top is not playing. He's going to bring the talent out. Like the original card, at least. NITYY, JC, Coffee Brown, Lou Castro, like loads of, like Tay-Rock. Like these are names, and you're bringing them out for a UK versus USA card. And even without JC or whatnot, you know, you've still got Saga as well. You've still got a lot of talent on the cards, man. Like T-Top's not playing. He's not playing at all. This is really exciting, and I'm like, well, I think there could be like words of like moving forward is going to be, could be like Colosos, and I think Real Deal's here for some reason. Like, aha, why is Real Deal here? Why is Real Deal here? He might just be here for a final battle rap and just a weekend away. There's something that makes me think he's on the card. There's something that makes me think that he's on this very USA. Now Real Deal was someone that was on Team USA for Apex way back in the day. Way back in the day. He was Team USA, and it was like A-Ward, Madflex, Chilla Jones, Real Deal. Like, there was a whole conglomerate, and they all came in USA tracksuits. Like, it was kind of fire, to be honest. Red Flag was another one. Like, they had a whole team thing going on, right? I think Real Deal would have been chomping at the bits to be in this card. And there's something in me going, Quill doesn't back down from a fight. And I get it, they've already battled technically. I think it was like a one-rounder before, but I could see this just being like, okay, let's get 3 rounds in. I'm stringing along to think, I think Quill versus Real Deal might be the secret battle. It might be. If it's not that, maybe it is the RX Southside and Justice. Maybe it's something bigger than both of them, possibly. But there's something in me thinking that I'm surprised that we hadn't had a replacement for Quill after he was taken off the trailer. Yo, I want to add this piece in here just while I'm editing. I'm totally aware that they've already battled and that I actually thought it was a 1-rounder. I went back and checked, it was a 3-rounder. So I was kind of like, well, it's a 1-rounder. Maybe they'll do that. And Quill's never shied away from a rematch. But then I think if I'm sticking strong that I think it's Quill, but it could be Quill versus Loso. It could be that. I know that was a name that was being thrown around for a little while, and there was a few different names and whatnot. If there's anyone else, I've not heard of Real Sick being on the card yet. I think Quill versus Real Sick would be insane. But yeah, it's the secret battle is very interesting, and I look forward to seeing what it is. Who knows? Maybe it's a Geechee and Quill 1-rounder. You know, you would never know. It could happen. You never know. If Tay-Rock's doing a 1-rounder, I think Geechee will probably feel away and think, I could do that too. I'm just saying. Yeah, let's get to the other stuff. I'm very surprised at that. So that's what makes me think it's a secret battle, and it's something to do with him. I have been harassing him. You're on the card. Blah, 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 blah. He's telling me, he's like, no, I'm not. Why would I be in the card? And you think, I think his words to me were, if I was going to be on a secret battle, would I be at the bottom of the card? And I went, well, if it's a secret battle, you're not going to be at the top of the card, are you? But that's me being a dick. He's telling me he's not, but I think he's lying to me. But let's break down the rest of the card. That's me and my conspiracy theory bag, throwing shit out there, because that's what I do. And you want to know what? I've thrown so many conspiracies out. I've hit one or two pretty right. So just bear with me. I'm hoping there's something there, but I just don't know. I don't know anything, and I'm trying to find out answers, and I'm getting fucking nothing. Let's talk about By the Pound. I want to make this clear. Before we even talk about the battles, as I walk into that event, I am Team UK. I am absolutely Team UK. I got so much love for the US, and if anything, I follow Battle Rap from the US side first before the UK side when I was like 13, 14. I was a Kid Twist, on to like Grind Time, on to like Jump Off, and like Don't Flop and whatnot. That was the last. The UK scene was the last scene I followed, but I am Team UK. That means no matter what prediction I'm giving, when I walk into that building, I'm rooting for Bobby. I'm rooting for BIZZO. I'm rooting for SLIMBUCK. I'm rooting for Whispers. I'm rooting for WHISPERZ. I'm rooting for WHOISORION. I'm rooting for RENEYA. Anyone that's on the card that's UK, I'm rooting for you. And that's it. Okay? That is it. But when I give these predictions, I'm being as honest as I can be. Like, in my head, it's 7-0. That's what I'm going to tell people who ask me. It's 7-0. But this is where you kind of get the least, if I actually take away, if I'm nationless, and I don't have no one to root for or anything like that, and I look at battle per battle per battle, this is kind of where I'm at and what I'm thinking of, okay? I want to make that clear. Let's go. I'm a Scottish guy rooting for the English. That makes me feel sick. But it's Team UK at this point. We're all fucking one. Let's fucking go! GOTTI versus WHISPERZ. WHISPERZ, man. This, then the tournament next week. Oh my. Oishki. This is a tough one. I'd say it's a tough one because of your schedule. I'm sorry, GOTTI. Like, GOTTI, you're alright. You're alright. I happen to be one of these people that watched your battles before you were announced. I don't think you've got what it is for WHISPERZ. In the UK, like, WHISPERZ... Like, and that's the thing, you guys might say stuff that might be on a similar level. GOTTI might even have a haymaker or two more. But it's WHISPERZ. WHISPERZ is going to apply the pressure on you, and it's not going to look forced, okay? Because I think there could have been that optic of, and people will try and spin this narrative. So I want to dead it now. Like, white nerd, you know, black street battle rapper, like they're going to try and spin this sort of narrative. Cut that. No, WHISPERZ's about the shit. GOTTI is about the shit. It's going to be a good battle. I don't want that narrative to happen because they both don't deserve that. Like, GOTTI does do well with the punchlines, and he's definitely momentum building. And similar with WHISPERZ, however, I actually think WHISPERZ may be a little better than that. And this is only a one-rounder, so it's like an extended period of time for one round, which means the momentum is so important. It's from here to here to here to here to here. And whether you go for like one angle or two angles and extend that for a round, or if you go it's very difficult to say how GOTTI gets through what WHISPERZ will probably do. But it does a lot for GOTTI if he wins, because GOTTI he's not exactly bringing the views, but he is talented. He's very talented, and this opportunity will help. This will help. He's like, there'll be a reason. Like, people are gonna be watching. Like, why is T-Top giving this guy a shot? This is why. This is a big moment for GOTTI. So I hope he takes this. Doesn't take it lightly by any means. I hope he's prepared. I hope he's ready to kick ass. I'm more confident in WHISPERZ. I'm more confident in WHISPERZ to kick ass than I am on GOTTI to kick ass. But I'm hoping, this is one of those where I'm just hoping for the best. This could be an amazing battle, but for a one-rounder, I think it's WHISPERZ, man. Usually I try and go like bottom to top of a card, but we're just gonna get right to it. Tay-Rock versus BIZZO. Bond! BIZZO! Ayo, Rock! This is picking up momentum. This is like, we've been asking about this for a little minute now, just like taking the storylines and making them reality. This was all because, shout out my man M Lane, shout out him. He just said BIZZO's like the UK Tay-Rock. And the pebbles started dropping, what was it, like the water, the ripple effect, and all of a sudden we got a one-rounder with Tay-Rock and BIZZO Bond. Like, this is fucking T-Top just had his like hand on the pulse. He knew what was going on. He'd sick. And a great time to book this battle. A fucking great time. And I get it, Tay-Rock's battle the next day. Totally get that. What a great moment. Just to have. I can't actually get over how impressive it is that T-Top's like taking advantage. How often in battle rap do we not take advantage of storylines? How often do we see a battle come and go? Like, why did we get Verb versus JC in 2025 when that was like hot 2021? Why we get that then? Why Verb and Av should have been 2018. I'm using Verb because Verb's really bad for this. That should have been way back then. When he was arguing with them, like 2018, 2019, like there's so many storylines we just missed out on. Completely missed out on. And this is just a great example of taking advantage of the storyline. So, if I'm to say who's going to win, I really want to root for BIZZO, but I'm going to be 100% honest. I think the momentum for Tay-Rock, man. Tay-Rock's going to have a crazy momentum going into this battle, going into the Fonz battle. I was at Summer Madness 8. I tell the story quite a lot. I was stood there, a couple of people that I met up, that I was friends with, that we were sort of like, we're in the standing area, right? Waiting on the battles. And Smack comes out, blah, 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 hey yo, Smack, blah, blah, blah. And Pat Stay comes out. And Pat Stay gets a, hey, and every so often someone's going, we don't want that KOTD shit. Because there's UK URL fans. It's about half the crowd is UK URL minimum, right? So we got that crowd, right? We got to come out, and I tell you what, right? So this guy's hugging his girl, dead tight. It's kind of like Rose and Jack from Titanic, or kind of like Patrick Swayze and Ghost. Do you know what I mean? Like proper cuddled. And Tay-Rock comes up. A-Rock! This poor woman gets trampled. Honestly, people are like, I'm pushed, like my head's hit and I'm pushed forward because we're charging at Rock and someone behind me is faster, so I'm fucking moving over, right? And we're all, hey, Rock! And we're throwing up the guns because apparently someone told them that this was London and guns. So, but we didn't care. We were all fucking doing this like it was crazy. But that's the thing. I was close, if not near the front of that event for the crowd. And even I'm getting squished back because the people from the back charge forward. Unbelievable scenes. Hey, Rock! And I just don't know if BIZZO can deal with that. I just don't know, because we in the UK, we got the UK support, and I'll get to this actually. It's another point, but well, we in the UK, like BIZZO is the man out here, but I've never seen anyone have the support for anything that Tay-Rock does have. Tay-Rock could start a cult. I'm doing the nuances of crowd and whatnot because I think skill-wise they're about as good as each other. To be honest, I think there's a lot of areas that BIZZO Bond is better than Tay-Rock, and a lot of areas that Tay-Rock's better than BIZZO Bond. And I'm literally dividing it into how's the crowd going to receive it. We're going to receive BIZZO very well because we know BIZZO, and I think this UK vs USA card is going to be more. It's going to be more of the UK battle rap crowd. The Summer Madness crowd, that's a UK URL crowd. With some of us from UK battle rap in there too. That's definitely UK URL card, right? So, in saying that, I just think that the energy that Tay-Rock provides, I just think Tay-Rock's going to be bombing on him. And going back, it's going to be way closer. Like Ark and BIZZO Bond, way closer. BIZZO and Frankie Frazier, way closer. I just think right now, I think I got Tay-Rock with the win. That's another 1 rounder too. That hurts my feelings. That hurts my feels. But I think Tay-Rock is going to win on the 1 rounder. Let's talk about the pen game, guys. Now, the thing we've got here, right? Before I talk about the battles kind of individually afterwards, is there's a little bit of a situation of when near the start of the year, we had Koji versus Craig and Koji versus Tech, right? And they were good battles. Tech was kind of going off on Koji, like great battles, and Craig and Koji, like really good battles, like through and through, right? But 2 things happened, and particularly the Tech and Koji one, right? 2 things happened, right? The first one being the comments under that battle. The comments under both of them are crazy. It's like Pen Game have reached out to Koji, and Pen Game reached out to like Tech and Craig, reached out to do a cappella because they want that as well. They want what we have, because if anything, Battle Rap Media, it's active on Twitter, it's active on different places, but we just don't get the views. You know what I mean? Like there's probably more comments and threads and dramas in actual battle rap versus the Pen Game battle rap, the on beat stuff, right? But the comments under the battles are very much, this needs a beat, this needs that. A lot of people dog walking our culture. So that kind of left a bit of a sting on us. As well as them meaty comments. I'm not forgetting it. I'm not forgetting it. That was very much a thing. A line of separation was kind of drawn at that point between battle rap, UK battle rap and whatnot, and Pen Game UK battle rap. That there was kind of, it was like game see game. We're gonna split this up now, right? So I've seen that people were getting a bit of heat because, like, they were outwardly saying that they were a bit funny that there was a Pen Game battles that were booked in for UK battle rap. This is UK versus USA. They do a slightly different format, and there's a part of me that does agree with that. I think I totally see it as this is the other side in a way, but that's that other side at one point was talked about with Don't Flop and kind of in your Gift of the Gab. That was the other side at one point, and we've kind of had the othering before, which again it's not ideal, but it's natural psyche and kind of going, okay, well we do this, we should be having this, and more people from our end could be put on here because we're doing the thing. I get that, right? And from the other side of it that are like that are kind of against them comments, I hear them too, and being like, well, you know, battle rap is battle rap. You know, it started off on the beat. You know, this, that, and the fourth. That kind of this is how it starts. They've also got a following. They'll also boost the card. It's not a celebrity matchup by any mean, but it's kind of like, well, these guys do have an algorithm following and people that follow them. So like they do have this support, and they'll put money into it and hopefully and make this more for what it is. And it's a very difficult situation. My stance on it is a bit of it where there's the Pen Game stuff. It's a little. There is that thought of taking away the opportunity from UK battle rappers that do it off beat, but the respect given to the culture by especially WHOISORION about battle rap actually makes me excited to see a new debut and such a big opportunity at that. Like these, both RENEYA and WHOISORION were on a Spaces and whatnot, and they were talking very respectfully of the culture. They were totally aware of their position, new coming into the game, especially RENEYA being the main event, very aware of their situation. I just think they need coached. They need help. And there was people that were saying this, help them out because this is different. We know it's different. And that got a bit of heat. That was weird. That was a little weird that got a bit of heat as well. But this whole battle rap culture, this is UK versus USA. That's the theme of the card. We need to be one. We can do UK battle rap, Premier Battles, Don't Flop versus Pen Game. We can do that another time. UK versus USA. Everyone's got to work together here. But for me, it's like, well, we should all. I'm not saying the UK help each other right or anything like that. Nothing like that. I mean, never condone on that. But what we could be doing is, right, how do you say the bar? Where's the pacing? Where's the projection? You know, you've not got a mic. What your hands doing? Like, you know, you kind of, how do you, in the moments where you're not rapping, how do you then continue the crowd? How do you keep everyone engaged? All these little things that could be done. So, look, let's talk about the pen game battles now. But I wanted to kind of get that little point across of it's complicated. It's a complicated situation. There's nobody's wrong. Everybody's right, but everybody's right for different reasons. It was more nuanced than what the 120 to 240 characters would allow you to think. Let's talk about who was Orion versus Lou Castro first. So, who is Orion versus Lou Castro? This is difficult. Not even trying to deny it. This is difficult. Difficult for who is Orion. I'm being 100% honest there. As a debut, Lou Castro, if you win this, stocks are up. Same with Renea. If they win this, stocks are up, right? It's what is, if I was to give who is Orion any tips on how to win this, and I'm not a battle rapper by any means. I've followed the culture for a long time. I've been around lots of battle rappers. I've been around lots of different types of people that do battle rap and whatnot. That might not even call themselves battle rappers, right? To get through to Lou Castro, you're going to be hard pressed trying to outperform him. You're really going to be hard pressed because Lou Castro is one of the best performers in battle rap, right? Genuinely one of the best performers. And he will get across the crowd. No matter what you do, he will get across the crowd. He will be the loudest. He will be the most entertaining. He will try and go bar for bar. Lou Castro going for bar, it can be the weakest part of Lou Castro's game. Like currently, Lou Castro is a man with many skills, many talents, is very good, and I guess he's trying to improve the bar for bar stuff as in the battles that he's had not that long ago. But we all know him for the entertainment factor. We all know him. He's not no old solo type person. Nothing like that. Like he can rap, and I've got a few songs of Lou Castro on my Spotify, especially the one I always go back to is who you gonna say? It's a shit. Pass the money. I don't know what you're saying. Like that's a bella, right? But if Who's Orion was going to try and win this, I think you've got to try and not try and be on the level of entertainment, but you know, put a little bit of that fun side to, you know, do the big dog thing. That'll get a pop. If you do, hey big dog, like, and you do that to Lou Castro, that'll get a pop for sure. But I think you just got to get into. I don't want to call it the AMG mode, but you know, if you get into even the pen game flow, I think that'll pop as well. When it comes to, you know, you are a rapper, Who's Orion? Show that you are a rapper, and that kind of the momentum building will work for you a lot. And you know, and as I said about the last video about like the tryouts and whatnot, have fun when you do. Like go for them heavy hitting bars if you want, and I you know, be versatile, but have fun, enjoy the moment, and we'll enjoy the moment with you. You know, like there are certain pockets where you can be better than Lou Castro at, but don't don't try and be the opposite of Luke Castro. Kind of take on the momentum that he will provide and use that to your own way. That would be, it's hard for me to explain it in an easier way than that. But that would, if I was to try and look to beat Luke Castro, I wouldn't want to be Luke Castro, and I wouldn't want to not be Luke Castro. Kind of, you know, even people like BIZZO Bond. Kind of, BIZZO Bond tried to. Like, I think he went bar for bar, and then when he wasn't rapping, and when Luke Castro, about the personality, you know, the infamous head turn, the infamous, you know, that was a pop that BIZZO got for Luke Castro's rounds, and it just showed having fun. So I think Luke Castro will win that battle, but who's Orion? You win this battle, this is big. This is big, and I'd be expecting you to get calls from other leagues and then do more and possibly push towards like a Summer Madness or something like that. But before I was somewhat skeptical of yourself and Reneya's performances, I'm very much looking forward to it now, and I'm actively rooting for both of you. Actively, I'm very excited. So Reneya versus Coffee. Now, Luke Castro is one thing. Luke Castro is performance heavy, is a total savage. Coffee Brown's a demon. She's a demon. Like, Coffee Brown, Reneya, you've been given the best of the best. Just being 100%. You've been given the best of the best. You've been given the best of what the culture has. This is it. You win this, and you may as well call out Jazz. You may as well. And Jazz may accept the offer. Like, if you beat Coffee, Coffee's very difficult. Coffee is absolutely a top tier battle rapper, period. She's absolutely one of the, like, definitely top 3 female. Definitely. And you could have an argument for top 2, top 1, possibly. But, like, depending on what you like to see, Coffee has cemented herself as one of the greatest female battle rappers of all time. Of all time. And this is your first battle. I think for yourself, Reneya, I think you're going to have a lot of support from the UK crowd. I'm not going to lie, like the UK crowd will support female. We're as a very positive crowd. We will support females in battle rap and doing their thing, and they're going to go off. You're going to have a great time. I really think that as long as you come to cook and do what you do, Reneya, I don't think there's any tip I can give you. I don't think there's any advice that I can even give you. I think you're just going to have fun there, and I do think Coffee's going to win. And if I even was trying to dissect how to beat Coffee, you'd almost like keep up the pressure. Don't be worried. Don't be worried when Coffee's like properly in your face like that. Don't be worried. You know, and just resend the energy. You know, do what you do. Just resend the energy. Keep off the jokes. Keep off the jokes. There's no need for I'm even gonna say I wasn't exactly yourself, but I'm using it as an example. Your opponent at the time, like the Christmas limerick. Keep that away. Keep that away. And you know, don't worry about the beat. Just enjoy the energy. Do the best that you can. The crowd is going to support you. And I'm sorry, here's Orion. She's a female. We're going to support her. You're going to have to give us something. I'm just being honest. A little something where whereas Reneya, she just does what she needs to do. And whether she wins or loses, we're not going to be too bothered. It's a female in UK battle rap. She will get over on the crowd. It's just being up against Coffee is such a high demand. Coffee's damn near a Hollow the Dawn type of, she's a Hollow the Dawn type of female battle rap and damn near of battle. Honestly, I can't speak highly enough of Coffee, and salute to her for taking this battle, because I think she, like T-Top, Coffee's aware of the scene and she knows what's going on. So I think she's probably seen this and went, oh, this is an advantage for a new fan base, a new opportunities. I think Bonnie Godiva did a pen game battle, and I haven't seen that uploaded yet. But I don't think that had the same cultural needle moving as this might have. This this being a main event totally makes sense. It totally makes sense of it being a main event. It's because it's quite an innovative battle. I know we've got Tay-Rock and I know we've got NITYY, and they're probably bigger battles, but the for the UK scene, the innovation of having a female versus female main event, especially with Coffee Brown being one of the top elites versus a RENEYA that does get the views and is being pushed. I remember RENEYA was supposed to be on a card way back where Jerry and WHISPERZ was battling. I think it might have been RENEYA versus Lady Shocker or something like that. That was supposed to happen, but it fell flat. But we've got this now. I hope RENEYA shows up. I'm very much looking forward to the battle happening, but I just don't know how. I'm excited to hear both their approaches, and I hope the RENEYA can get around. But if I went to the bookies and I was like, who's my money on? I'm putting a fat stack on Coffee. I'll be 100%. But I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm rooting for you, RENEYA. Who is Orion? I'm rooting for you too, bro. Like, let's show me wrong. I am so fine with being wrong. Please show me that I'm wrong. Just how I feel, but I want you to succeed. KAPO, Bravado. I keep saying Bravado when it's a Bravado versus WHISPERZ. Oh, I'm so glad WHISPERZ on the card. Shout out members only. I see the logos on the card. They've had something to do with this, and I wonder if it's just whether it's this battle or is it pushing for the other battle, or and investments have been part of the card. I wonder how much of an involvement they had in it. I'm glad to see them back. It's very exciting. I don't know if KAPO knows what he's walking into, because WHISPERZ is very dangerous. He's very loud, comes across very well, is of that caliber, is of that. Like, WHISPERZ is someone that should have been on the URL so many years ago. It is someone who should have had more of these opportunities so many years ago, but he's kind of getting them now. I would akin WHISPERZ to kind of like a UK franchise. Honestly, like if he's walking in there thinking it's teas and biscuits, and if it's going to be it's the gun lines that are going to sound forced, I could see this turning out how franchise versus Arsenal went, and a bit of an ass whooping, to be honest. KAPO is good. KAPO is kind of setting himself apart from everyone else. I think in particular the Ace Amin battle is one that people go back to quite a lot. But I think this. I hope he doesn't sleep on WHISPERZ, because WHISPERZ will kill someone. Like if you think you can bullshit it and just have like a fun and time battle and whatnot, and I have a couple bars here, a couple bars here, entertain the crowd. No, WHISPERZ is going to be all on your face, shouting, and it's going to be like that. You know when you're speaking and it is all that. It's going to be all on you, and yeah. I'm a rapid star, 99th level. Let's see if he can hack a bar. Oh, like I know you're going to probably have a bit about his slogan, but when you hear the crowd go, oh, it's gonna go Super Saiyan, and like Jerry West walked in there, and I think he came in with shit hot material, but it still might have not been enough for WHISPERZ. It might have not been enough, and honestly, I'm gonna go with 2-1 WHISPERZ. I'm going to go 2-1 WHISPERZ. Thinking that KAPO might get around, but I don't know if KAPO will get around. I think this is going to be a very difficult battle. Very difficult. So, no, I'm excited though. I am very excited about, I'm excited about the whole card. This battle, and WHISPERZ getting the opportunities, maybe more what I'm excited for, respectfully, but I think KAPO is deserving to be on a card like this. He's deserving of the opportunity. There's a part of me thinking maybe WHISPERZ could have got someone else, but KAPO proved me wrong as well. Proved me wrong. I'm very happy to be proved wrong, because I do like KAPO. I just hope he's not walking in there thinking it's going to be easy peasy, because WHISPERZ is nothing. He's anything but an easy opponent. I promise. WHISPERZ is crazy. Saga versus SLIMBUCK is about to be crazy. It's about to be so crazy, right? I think this battle has all the potential to be battle of the night, to be honest. Like, the Saga just has this way of just pulling out the best performances out of people. And, you know, and after what happened between Maverick and SLIMBUCK, like, I am expecting SLIMBUCK with a huge bounce back, back into the game, proving people wrong, like really applying pressure. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what SLIMBUCK can do against the Saga, because the Saga is so skilled. He's so aware of the crowd. He knows when to not pander. He knows when to say things without pandering. Like, he's always done that. He's always been very good at kind of, you know, relating to the crowd at the time, but not being like, not referencing the London Bridge or like the towers and you know what I mean. Like, he's very good at being, you know, being aware but being self-aware. And SLIMBUCK right now, he's still him. I know Maverick kind of went on that like popped the balloon on the kind of the SLIMBUCK parade. But SLIMBUCK is still that guy, and he's still the most rooted for battle rapper in the UK. He is still the face. He is on his way to be Cody Rhodes. He's on his way. If Bobby's Roman Reigns, SLIMBUCK's Cody Rhodes, and he's just got to get back up there, you know. So I'll be very, very excited to see this battle. I like, it's tough for me because I think what SLIMBUCK may lack is the veteranism of Saga. Because I think Saga's going to pull some funky shit. There's going to be something funky going on here. It's going to get crazy. So if I'm to pick someone, I'm going to go with Saga 2-1. Just. I know I'm rooting for SLIMBUCK, but I'm going to go with Saga on this one because Saga is very, very good. He's a very good battle rapper. And it's very easily relatable. Translates well, but I'm very much looking forward to hearing SLIMBUCK if he takes that perspective of Christianity. I'm really looking forward to that. But if I'm being honest, I'm going to go with Saga on that one. But it's so close. Bobby Rex versus Nitty. This battle is so left field. It is so unbelievably left field. I could say that there's probably better matchups for both of them to be on a card like this. Whether like you could have had the Tony D Nitty, you could have had the Bobby and Swamp, you could have had a good amount of battles that you know that stylistically work. But because this is so left field, I'm very hyped for this battle. This is one of those that I never predicted. There's not even like, and you know, I'm pretty good at predicting things. I would never have seen this coming. If this was lined up like this, I would have, you know, BIZZO, Tay-Rock, that makes sense. GOTTI, don't know who he is. Dub T, okay, bottom of the card, I guess. WHISPERZ and KAPO, they're arguing. You know, I would never ever. I would have had like Saga and Bobby and SLIMBUCK. I would never have had Bobby and Nitty in the conversation. But let's talk about it. This is the to me, between Saga and SLIMBUCK and this, to me, is probably gonna be battle of the nights because the 3-rounders, you know, Tay-Rock and BIZZO and GOTTI and Dub T are kind of like the 1-rounders. Like if a 3-rounder battle, this is probably between the two are probably my battles of the night. Man, Nitty is like, obviously Nitty is like the greatest puncher of all time. Like, in so many of Nitty's battles are people that are trying to do what Nitty does, or is trying to punch with him, is trying to do this. Even the likes of Sharon, Tycoon Tax, like all the other people that have tried to battle him that tend not to do this sort of thing, go into the punching angle and try to punch with Nitty. I don't think Bobby's even going to try that. There's no point even Bobby trying to try that. Not that Bobby couldn't keep up with him, but, you know, it's a marathon, not a race, and Rum is relentless. So, I can see Bobby trying to win this on his own terms, and neutralizing, and, you know, and using the dash of humor, and almost this kind of horrorcore thing that he's doing, and kind of the descriptions of the blades, and, you know, and how in depth he ends up going, and it rhymes so seamlessly. I could see Bobby going for more for this, almost like a Tink the Demon type approach, which I'd be very excited for. But Rum is just such a perfectionist, and, you know, Rum's one of those, if it's don't fix, don't break it. Like if it's don't, like, it's, I've said that wrong, but he's one of those, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Like, Rum Nitty does exactly what Rum Nitty does, period. That's all he does. Like, and, you know, even like, so the Daylight battle, done a bit of the angles here and there, but, like, he's still keeping up with the punches, and edit that. And even with like, we've kind of seen how the Jay the Nightwing battle went, like, at Nome. Like, Jay kind of, to me, it felt like Jay won, because Jay was doing other things than the punching. Like, it was a lot fresher in the ear, and I think Bobby might take a similar approach of being like, I'll do the other stuff. No point trying to do what you do. No point trying to do what you do. And this might be, you asked me this 2 years ago, and I don't think I would have said this, but this is probably testament to how much Bobby has just become, like, the man. I think Bobby's going to win this. I think Bobby's going to win this. I think Rum Nitty's battled a million people, but this is one of those where, like CGA, where you take advantage of the opportunity, and I cannot not see Bobby taking advantage of this opportunity. He is absolutely, like, this might be the best Bobby we'll ever have. This might be the best Bobby we'll ever get. Until the next Bobby, as Bobby would say. It's always the greatest until the next performance. Like, then I'm the greatest then. So I do just see Bobby really trying to take everything, like every other attribute, and let Rum just punch his lights out. Let him just punch, and Bobby will use every other strategy that he can use, and I think it's going to go over really well. So I'm edging 2-1 Bobby Rex. So, the very briefest of rundown. If we were doing UK versus USA, and let's say I'm the benevolent king. I'm absolutely right. The battles happen exactly how they happen. Who have I had winning there? I've had Dub T is going to beat V GOTTI. I've had WHISPERZ is going to beat KAPO BRAVADO. And I've had Bobby Rex is going to beat Rum Nitty. But on this side, I've then got Tay-Rox beating BIZZO. I've got the pen game battles, WHOISORION and RENEYA. They're losing to Luke, Castro, and Coffee. And then I've got, what was the other battle there then? Why have I forgotten it? The Saga beating SLIMBUCK. So I think technically I've got the US winning. But there's a secret battle, motherfuckers. And whoever it is, the UK's winning. 4-4. Fuck you. UK. Yes, I've got this as a tie, I guess. How quick I saved myself there. It's a tie. And we'll maybe have to count the rounds or whatever. And whoever wins more rounds technically is the winner if you want to play that game. But this event is fantastic. I am so looking forward to this whole weekend. I'm absolutely buzzing. We'll talk about Summer Madness next. I'm actually, at the point of recording, I think we're 4 battles into Summer Madness. I'm waiting for the full announcement. And then we'll talk about that. Cammygbr. Peace.
Anytime you need me, girl, you know I'm by your side. And I know that you know that I can make it right. I feel just how you feel tonight. can do to make her feel it right. Keep it